MusclePharm Combat Crunch. Cinnamon Twist. I had to look, Toby. I had to look. This one might be better. Hey, it's Bryon Lape back with a live taste test of a protein bar. This time from MusclePharm. They made one of my favorite. They used to make one of my favorite pre-workouts a long time ago. It was one with Arnold on it, and then they had a falling out. It's been a while since I've tried any of their bars. I'm not even sure I reviewed any. I got too many of these to keep track of. But this is the Combat Crunch Cinnamon Twist. 20 grams of protein, gluten-free. It seems to be the thing these days. Combat Crunch baked, so it's baked to be made a proprietary baking process for superior taste and a softer texture. The bars are high protein and low active carbs and tons of fiber, unlike hard paste taffy-like sports bars. So yeah, and I know exactly what I mean. So there are some that are like that. The specifics on it are 63 grams is the total size, 210 calories, 63 of those calories from fat. You do have some mono, you have 2 grams of mono unsaturated, polysaturated 1, no trans fats, 4 grams of saturated fat, 7 grams total, 1 sugar alcohol, 5 grams of sugar, 12 grams of dietary fiber, so your total carbs are 25 grams, so, and 20 grams of protein. So it's almost a 2-to-1 ratio between fiber and protein. I mean, obviously twice of 12 is 24, but not quite there with only 20 grams. But we're a 4-to-1 ratio between sugars, or active carbs, if you will, and the protein. So 5 grams of sugar and 20 grams of protein is pretty good. So let's see what we've got. Toby wants some, don't you, Toby? Wow, very cinnamon, very noticeable cinnamon on the nose. That's for sure. A lot of them have this creamy, crunchy. I think notice a lot of bars that they have a very similar look. Wow. Soft, they say. Soft, they said. Softer, right? No, I didn't say soft. Holy crap. That's just a regular kitchen knife. It's not a sharp knife, so I mean, but it's very cinnamon. So there you go. There's the texture inside. Pretty uniform. It's got the crunchies on top. I imagine most of the sugar is in the icing, so let's see what we got. Alright, so, wow, you can really tell this has quite a bit of fiber. I've reviewed some other bars that had a soft bakeness to them, and there's, don't think it's a soft baked cookie. It's still pretty dense, a little bit less fiber than some other ones, so it's not really dense and chewy and hard. But it's softer, but I wouldn't call it a soft bake. So if you were expecting a soft bake, unless this is old or something, but no, it doesn't expire till July of this year. So it's got a few months yet. But that's quite a mouthful. It's a little bit chewy, not too bad. It's kind of in between the softer ones and the chewier bars like Power Bar and others. PI is kind of chewy. This isn't as chewy. It has very good cinnamon flavor. It's not hot, but it has a good cinnamon notice. It's almost, it's almost like it's a cinnamony kind of crunchy. The outside, this outside part does give some good crunch, and it's not overly sweet. So even the icing itself by itself, noticeable cinnamon, but it's not overly sweet. It's only was it 5 grams? 5 grams of sugar is not bad whatsoever. I think that's. Is it 3 grams per tablespoon or something? No, that's not right. I don't know. Maybe it's a teaspoon. Not very much at all, so that's good. Post-workout, this would be pretty good to get some protein in. It is a lot of fiber, so keep that in mind with this. If you're already getting quite a bit of fiber, this might be too much. I mean, everybody's a little bit different on how much fiber they need. So overall, I mean, taste-wise, it's about an 8. Overall, it's about a 7. Because it's not so dense, but the high fiber, but if you look at other high fiber bars, they're going to be much more chewy, they're going to be denser, they're going to be harder to eat. This one doesn't really dry you out as much. But do keep some water handy. You're going to want to flush that, you know, to help with the taste. But overall, not bad. I mean, you know, I forget how much this was. Real athletes, real science. You know, I would like to see these with a little bit less fiber. I don't need a fiber bomb. I'm looking for protein and low to no sugar. But you know, gluten free. I guess the fibers, they give it consistency. I really haven't figured out with gluten. I just know I lost weight when I stopped eating so much gluten. I was eating 2 sandwiches a day and other things, and I got, years ago I stopped on the bread. Now a lot of that too is the sugar and other stuff. But now I know when I get too much, you know, if I have too much bread, I get headaches and everything else. So I don't know, but you know, not bad at all. If you don't have, you know, any other things, or if every other choice you've got is very high in sugar, this may be a good alternative. Overall, it's got decent taste. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for following me on Twitter as Brain Muffin. I get more and more fitness followers there. It's good. We're having good conversations, so join in and let's get going. Thank you very much. Bye. Time for Mama to cook. Making salmon. That's Zacky's favorite. Oh my boy! Oh my boy! Crap. Mm-hmm. You want a piece? It's 12 grams of fiber, isn't it? Right? We ready? Mark it. Do that twice and put it in stuff that confuses them.